Hello everybody, my name is lanceberyl and welcome to not really a let's play. So for those of you who don't know, Nintendo's actually discontinuing their support of various services on Wii U. The Wii U eShop, lots of other apps that were previously working on the Wii U no longer work, as well as their games. A lot of games like Splatoon, for example, utilize the online functionality, and all of that is supposedly going to go away very soon. And it's a really weird, bizarre feeling. And so they're planning to discontinue it in March, I believe. But I believe they said if something were to go wrong with their servers or whatever, and it was like something they couldn't really fix, they would just straight up just shut down the services as they are, and they wouldn't bring it back up for like the remaining a month or so that it has left to live. And so I just wanted to kind of take a moment to kind of explore the Wii U, sort of a oh, that's very interesting. So I'm on the gamepad. Apparently you can't navigate the top screen from the gamepad. Why is that? I want to show you like the games I'm looking at. I hope the frame rate's all right and everything. So yeah, the Wii U. Should I give my thoughts on the Wii U as a console? The Wii U was the first system, I believe. Maybe the second system. I think I got the 3DS first. I think it was the second system. First home, how about that? First home console system I bought, like with my own money that I saved up for. I originally owned a Game Boy Advance and a GameCube. My parents got us, my family, a Wii. That was one thing, and had a lot of fond memories with the Wii. I also got some like used N64 and a few other consoles used. But the Wii U was like the first sort of quote premium home console that I bought. And I remember I like had a little room set up outside in like an office, and I hooked up the TV, and it's just like a really fun sort of event, like the launch of a brand new Nintendo console. Because I wasn't really I was around, but I wasn't in the know. I wasn't following like what Nintendo was really doing. I was a sort of passive player up until I believe it was like Paper Mario. It's Mario Sunshine, and then I got an N64, and I got Mario 64 and Paper Mario 64, and those games kind of springboarded me into realizing that games were something bigger than just licensed garbage. And like Mario Party, which I love all those games, even licensed games I have a newfound appreciation for, but the going from the Wii to the Wii U, something very interesting time. And for some people it was like really exciting, and for others it was I'd say sort of a dark time to be a Nintendo fan, depending on like what series you were into, what kind of games you were into. It was simultaneously one of Nintendo's most creative eras, and also one of their least creative. It's really weird. So we had of course the console itself and the weird gamepad gimmick. Did you know there's like an infrared sensor bar on the Wii U gamepad? Why? I mean, there's a lot to the gamepad that's just really weird. Yeah, they didn't have like a big 3D Mario. They didn't even get Zelda until the console's successor was on shelves. Like, that's just kind of summarizes the legacy of the Wii U in general. It had a lot of vanilla, I would say, games like Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario Maker was like a very fun time, but it was still very sort of very vanilla, I would say, Mario experience outside of like the creating levels factor. We did get a few remasters. We got Wind Waker, we got Twilight Princess. I still have not played Twilight Princess to any capacity. But this is how I experienced Wind Waker. I never played the GameCube version, but I never really got that far into the Wind Waker. I always got like past, was it Windfall Island? That was about where I would always stop playing, and I would replay the game again, get up to that point, and I don't know, I think I was just kind of confused on what to do, or it just kind of lost me. But about a few years ago, I think it was like last year or the year before, I decided no more fool around. I gotta play the Wind Waker, like all the way through, and I did, and it's a really great game, especially on the Wii with the in HD, all the redone textures, the shade, the lighting is really good. The bloom, it can be a bit intense, but I really like the bloom. It's just, you feel like you're on the sea. It's just such a great game, and now it's so weird. Like whenever I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, I'm flying around on some dumb thing I built, or sailing on the open waters with something I built. I always hum sort of Wind Waker sailing theme. It's just become ingrained in me as this sort of this theme song for adventure. And yeah, I don't know, something about the Wii U. I think there is something very, it has this really weird, it's hard to, I'm lost for words. It's hard to kind of describe my feelings on the Wii U. Playing it, because I played it all the time. I played it almost every day for however many years it was out. I think it was like 4 or 5 years it was out. I had a lot of fun experiences with family, and the backwards compatibility to the Wii obviously allowed for a lot of experiencing games that I hadn't yet experienced on the normal Wii, and then I could still play it on this Wii. It was also in all the controllers you could bring over. There's just a lot to the Wii U. Like so much, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard for me to kind of pinpoint any one specific talking point, because everything surrounding the console is just very interesting. But yeah, I'm weirdly nostalgic for the Wii U, despite it obviously not being as old as some of the other Nintendo consoles. And I also kind of hate it at the same time, like looking at the dumb gamepad and the dumb system, and like loading into any game takes so freaking long. It has some of the longest load times of any console I've ever played. I mean, the PS3, I think, had some pretty long load times. But just something, like, even just watch. I'm gonna go into the settings. Let's do this right now. Okay, I'm kind of lost the plot in terms of dumping my thoughts, getting my thoughts out there. But let's just to showcase this point, I'm gonna open the system settings. And they have made a few patches so that it loads faster. Holy crud. Did you see how long that took? That was just opening the system settings. Any other console, you go to the system settings and it's like instant. Like on the Switch, on the PS3, PS4. You do anything, you go to the settings and you're just there. In this, there's a whole ass loading screen to change the settings of like the sensor bar or the volume on the controller or something. It's stupid. It just feels like this console was not ready to ship when it did. Like, I'm not even sure what Nintendo was thinking when they launched it. It's kind of embarrassing. But if the Wii U did kind of ship when it did, in the form that it did, speaking to like the gamepad and all the weird, it being sort of a Wii 2, using all the Wii emotes and stuff, there's a lot of games we never would have gotten that. And what's equally fascinating is because a lot of those games are so feature specific to the Wii U, a lot of them may never come to future consoles, may never see future support. Like Nintendo Land relies a lot on the motion and the Wii remotes. There's also the dual screen aspect. You could play DS games on the Wii U. That's something I wanted to bring up, is the virtual console. I didn't have many virtual console games on the Wii U, but the fact that you could like play a DS game and have this sort of dual screen still work was really cool. I think that's something that really baffles me. They never, I thought this was like the goal. Like the whole point of the Wii U was to kind of allow for players to play their 3DS games too, because like the 3DS just came out. It's like, oh, they're gonna probably have digital only versions of 3DS games that you can download on the Wii U and play it on the Wii U. Or maybe they'll have a cartridge slot. Back before I didn't really know how the console wouldn't feature any sort of slots like that, but I thought that was a thing they were thinking about. And maybe they were, but they never ended up doing anything with that. And that's kind of, I don't know. It's like they had a pretty interesting idea having the 2 screens on the DS, obviously, then the 3DS, and now the Wii U. And they ended up sacrificing a lot in terms of power in order to sort of keep it affordable with this big honking gamepad, obviously costing a lot of money to produce. And I don't know, I just don't think in the end it was worth everything that the Wii U sacrificed, and Nintendo ended up paying big time for all of the compromises they had to make in terms of their public perception, the games, the quality, the state of the games. I would say, like, a lot of games play wise still had that Nintendo seal of quality, but performance is a entirely different story. And also some games like Star Fox Zero were borderline unplayable, not because of performance necessarily, but because of the gimmicks, for trying to justify the existence of this honking gamepad that really has no reason to exist. It's a very Nintendo idea, and they thought because the Wii sold well, having 2 screens, that was enough of a novelty to facilitate another big success for people to go out and buy another Wii, a Wii 2. And it wasn't. But it was that failure that kind of led to them rethinking their approach and expanding the idea of the Wii U into what eventually became the Nintendo Switch. And the Nintendo Switch, in case you didn't know, is one of the highest selling video game consoles of all time. The fact that Nintendo went from being somewhat irrelevant in the greater gaming sphere, like they were just kind of off in their own little corner, doing whatever it is they do, to the bewilderment of everyone, including their fans, to just selling consoles left and right, games, just so many great games that utilize sort of portable aspect of the Switch. And you can see that the burgeonings of that idea with the Wii U and the 3DS. And there's rumors that the Switch 2 is going to be a dual screen system, but it's like, instead of, being sort of a traditional 3DS thing, it's like it's like a Switch that you can split in half, and then now it's 2 Switches and you can share it. That's according to the patent that Nintendo filed. We don't know if that's what the Switch 2 will end up being, but it's a very interesting idea, because that could be a way to sort of preserve the Wii U titles by sort of having systems going forward having 2 screens. And then, but it's weird. I don't know. Like, I understand it. I think it's cool, but I also wonder how sustainable that will be going into the future. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about all my thoughts on the Wii U. I really love the system. I also really dislike the system for everything. I think it kind of, all the games we could have had conceivably, but didn't, because of the Wii U's compromises, like technologically, and also Nintendo's sort of mindset at the time, catering towards the more younger demographic, or the family demographic, as opposed to just players, like people that just want to play games and have fun and see what you can do with your hardware, with gameplay. But I think it was a crucial learning experience. And I'm not sure if Nintendo will ever fall back into the trap they did with the Wii U. I think the Wii U was kind of their big awakening. And with the success of the Switch, I don't see them going back to sort of the blue ocean strategy anytime soon. So let's look at these games. Okay, so first thing I want to do, I kind of want to just see the eShop one last time. Not one last time. I'll probably do a video like on the last day Oh yeah, this. Oh, I got one. That never happens. Boy. Yeah, I got another one. That loaded faster than the settings menu. Okay. Ooh, it's having a little trouble loading. Yeah, yep. But the music, isn't that nice? Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the eShop on the Switch has music a lot. Remember music? On the Wii and the Wii U, the Mii Maker had music, the Wii Shop had music, and the Wii Shop actually had music. Sorry, Wii Shop, blah, same thing, eShop. The eShop had music, so many tracks, like so many. I don't even know like what the number is now, but I thought it was like over 20 tracks just for the eShop. Like they would kind of cycle through and make a new one every year, or maybe have one around Christmas. Oh no! So I can't even, is this just it? Can't even look anymore? That's depressing. I thought this would be like the last time I did record some footage like months ago, just kind of the eShop, just in case something ended up happening. But that's depressing. Really? Nothing? But for Mario. Go. It's like you press enter and then you have to press enter again. That's not like how the Switch is. Okay, so you can still look for games. It's just the Wii U eShop home screen is like dead. That's sad. That's really sad. Also, I plan to do a video on this little subject down here later. Also this one. But I think it's so funny knowing how like the reception to Color Splash and Sticker Star, it's like one of the lowest rated, both are some of the lowest rated games in Nintendo's history in terms of what are considered first party titles, even though I know they're kind of developed by different studios. It's complicated, but like look at the ratings. Color Splash has freaking 4 stars. Same with Sticker Star. Paper Mario has 5, which is good. Nice. You love to see it. Even Paper Jam. Just find that very interesting. Like it seems so far removed from the rest of the internet. And that was another interesting thing about the Wii U, is it was sort of an isolated ecosystem, you know, with Miiverse and of course the eShop, and you could like go in and rate a game. Like here's Paper Mario. You could go in, and you can't do this on a Switch anymore, but you could like kind of rate what your score was, like what you thought of the game, and then who you think the game was more geared to. It's very interesting. Tags Bowser, Peach. Just in case you wanted to know if Bowser was in this game. Spoilers. Spoilers. Yeah. So before so yeah, like but like I said before, like right here in the news section, you can no longer add funds unless you have like a eShop card. Oh no, even that's been discontinued, I think. Yeah. So I ended up buying a few games that I figured I'd want and I could have just homebrewed it, you know, because Nintendo's not going to support a lot of the games that I would be particularly interested in playing on the Wii U specifically. But I ended up just kind of splurging on a few games. It was kind of weird that there was no sale. You would think there'd be like a big sale, like they were clearing house. Everything's on sale. No, they were really stingy. It's like everything's still full price. I think a lot more Nintendo games would be able to acquire more fans more easily if you let your games go on sale once in a while. Like ARMS. Did ARMS ever go on sale? I don't know if it ever did, but that was it being like, I forget how much it was. I thought it was like almost a full price game, and it's just, it was so weird and experimental. It makes sense that someone like me and of course other players are not going to be want to take that risk of buying a very bizarre game like ARMS for full price. I think it should have been like a $30 game or $20 or $30 game, but instead it was like, I thought it was like around $50, which was I don't know, it's just so weird. Like you have to really, something like Splatoon, you get it immediately, but ARMS, it's very, very odd, very weird. So here's a few games. I got obviously the Wind Waker, got Pikmin, got Mario RPG. I got this weird sort of submarine game that uses the gamepad a lot. I heard a lot of reviews about praising, but it was a very, very underground sort of game. Like not many people knew about it. And then DuckTales, because for some reason that's still not on the Switch. You just can't get it. It's also on the PS3, I think. And then Pikmin 1 and 2. This is how I experienced Pikmin 1 and 2. I think I've spoken on my thoughts of Pikmin before. For years, I just didn't think it was for me. Like my little brother loved Pikmin. I didn't think it looked like something I would want to play. And then I got the demo for Pikmin 3. And then I bought Pikmin 3. And then I came back and I bought all the games on the Wii U Virtual Console. It took me a while though to kind of commit to buying them on the Virtual Console because I was wanting to get them physical, but the prices kept going up. And of course, the Wii U eShop started to close, and so I bought them last year, and I played through both of them, and I loved them both. I actually never 100%ed Pikmin 2, just because it's. I mean, if you know, you know. Getting the stuff you need to like complete the game. The caves are a bit much. I like the idea of caves, but man, there's just way too many caves in that. Anyway, and then Metroid Prime Trilogy, I bought that. I was gonna play it, and then Prime Remastered was announced. And then also they announced Pikmin 1 and 2. Yeah, so it's like I wasted my money. I could have gotten out of Switch. It's fine. So yeah. I mean, it's not the biggest lineup. I have some games like obviously on disc. I think do I have anything on the Wii menu? I'm afraid to like mess with it because like the capture card's being weird. So maybe we'll not mess with the Wii menu. I don't think I have anything on there. I might have like Mario Brothers or Mario 64, but I think all my Wii Virtual Console games are still on my Wii. So, but the one game I wanted to try out today is Splatoon. I wanted to see if it's still. I think I've heard that they shut it down, like the online functionality, but it might just have been like a temporary hiccup. But I just wanted to see if I could play a few matches because I haven't touched this game. I don't even know when. I don't even know when was the last time. Daily log. Let's click on the daily log and see if I can find when the last time it was I played this game. Cool. When was this? Today? That is not, I don't know how to tell you that. That is not today. 2014. This was not yesterday. I think you're confused. I think this game still I think the console still thinks it's in 2014. Yep. None of this. Is that 13 minutes or 13 seconds? 3 hours? Jeez, aloo. When's the last time I played the thing? Splatoon. Come on, there's gotta be Splatoon on here. Splatoon. Well, seeing that it's all saying 2014, I'm going to make the assumption that it was prior to 2014. When did Splatoon come out? I thought it was... Did I only play Splatoon the year it came out? I think something's just wrong with the clock. That doesn't sound correct. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure I played Splatoon in 2016. Yeah, I think the clock's just kerfunkled. But here we go. Splatoon. How is the clock kerfunkled? Don't you connect to the internet? Doesn't it like have the internet clock? I don't know. Oh god. I should have tested this first. We'll see. I'm interested to see what happens. I wonder if it's just going to be like, there's nothing for you to do, or if it's maybe there's like new maps are available. Psych, the game's closed. Oh, this is nostalgia. Forced nostalgia. Isn't that crazy that you can be nostalgic for something that's not even that old, relative to like to other Nintendo games? So I guess if you think about it, I'm not really a millennial. I'm kind of like in that in between being a Zoomer and a millennial. Like born in a very late 90s, so I grew up with some of the 90s stuff, but then in the early 2000s stuff, and then the Zoomers kind of grew up with the early 2000s stuff after it already happened. But yeah, I guess when you think about it, like to a millennial who like was playing maybe GameCube in college or whatever, stuff on like what the SNES was. To them, the SNES was their GameCube, the same way the GameCube is for the GameCube is my GameCube. But I can't even do an analogy. My brain, you know what I mean? Like it's like only goes back like so many years, like for every generation. We just had like a really just kind of explosion in terms of technological advancements. It's Inkopolis news time. Please don't be a sad update. I missed this. I just realized I've never played Splatoon, at least on this gameplay channel. I used to have a gameplay channel. But it's kind of weird to see my screen and then see their screen. And then they're in their screen and I'm in front of my screen. Oh, cool. A play update. Well, that's right. There's like the official Splatoon website. I'm wondering if they're going to keep try to keep all those websites up, or if they're going to... Yeah, there's just so much about media and how like it can become lost nowadays. It's really sad. Like you have really had to be living in that time and be in the know in respect to whatever franchise that is to really have experienced some of these things, and you can't really experience them anymore. Like maybe the Wayback Machine of people like taking like diligent captures. But you can never know. You can never truly account for everything. So is it playable? I heard there was hackers though. I heard there was a lot of hackers. Black Belly Skate Park. I missed, that was my favorite stage. So I haven't played in a while. So we'll see how I don't even know like how my controls feel. Ooh, I forgot how bad the frame rate was on the Wii U. No, it's freaking square. I mean, it's still bad on the Switch. Ugh, this hurts my eyeballs. Colors are too much. I'm changing my TV's settings. Whoops, what did I do? Let's see what I got. Yeah. Remember back in the day when you only had like one haircut? Because that was just the state of Wii U games. There was like no customization. I mean, there was like clothes, but they were kind of lame. But yeah, I'm wearing it only for Ninja Squid. No other reason. Yeah. That sounds correct. By the way, this weapon was... I mean... It was OP. I don't know if it still is OP. But it was OP. Let's go. Not sure how I feel about the camera settings. Oh man, I just realized there's not going to be another... I don't know what the last Splatfest was. I don't think I participated in it, but I just realized I'm never going to experience another Splatfest in Splatoon 1. Like whatever Splatfest was the last one I played, that's it. That's the last one I will ever play. That's kind of a crazy thing to think about, considering how many hours I put into this game. Hold on, what level am I at? 19? I don't know if it's that's not as high as Splatoon 2. I think I got this level 50 in Splatoon 2. Oh yeah, the load times. Oh, that's right. There's like a little mini game on the bottom screen. I don't know how to do it. So we're gonna see how the load times were. I remember them being really bad. I love that they added a lobby in the new game. That was like the best decision they ever made. Yeah, 3 minutes. I remember there's sometimes where you would wait the full 3 minutes and then it would make you wait 3 minutes again. I also didn't really have any friends that had Wii U's. Didn't have many friends in general. I don't think I ever like had a friend in my Wii U sort of friend group thing to like play Splatoon with or Mario Kart with. I played online, but I didn't play with friends. Ugh, I can't wait. I want to get hand tracking so bad. I've been updating my animation model, which is different from the VTuber model, but it's like I have to make all the changes I make to the animation model will carry over to the VTuber model. And I have to do it like in that process. I can't just fix the VTuber model. I have to like go back and fix the animation one. But there's like, I'm excited about the prospect of hand tracking. It might be possible with this current model, but I haven't like really tested it. I need to get a leap of motion, figure out where I'm gonna even put it. Because I do a lot of hand gestures. I do a lot of stupid hand things when I'm talking. And it feels kind of weird, just my character's always got his arms at his sides. No one is gonna watch this video. Not a single person. But I don't know. I'm doing it for me. And the one person besides me who might actually watch it. Thank you, by the way. Here we go. And then it's gonna go right into... Imagine if no one's playing. Wouldn't that be sad? Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. There could be like no one playing right now. Just a dead lobby. That's depressing. Whoa, people are playing. Why did it take that long? I don't know how, because it's like, surely there aren't that many people playing. So you think it'd be easier to get into a room. And look, you have to wait some more. Look at that. Baloney. Then we're gonna get kicked. I remember that. I remember getting kicked a lot. So I went hiking yesterday. Me and my brother. First time I've been really hiking in a long time. Just kind of going somewhere. And it's funny. Because, so I'm someone who doesn't do a lot of exercise. I really should. My brother is a lot more into exercise. And so we go to like this park somewhere. It's sort of like a public state park, whatever. We're gonna go just kind of walk on some of the trails. And we both get to the map, and I'm like, okay, this is where this is where we are, and this is where we gotta go. And my brother's like, no, this is where we are, and this is where we're going. And he confuses. I'm like, no, this is north, bro. He's like, no, this is north, and he's pointing south. I'm like, no. Like, I'm not gonna pretend I'm an expert navigator, but playing a lot of Breath of the Wild. I just love maps. Maps are just like my favorite thing. I love them. And I told him like every time that we get to a map, we should take a picture just so we don't get lost. And he did it with the first map. Then we get to a second map, and it's like, okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go up this trail. We're gonna take a left, and right. And I'm like, take a picture of the map. And he doesn't. I thought he did. We end up walking a while, and we're like, okay, so how do we get back? And we don't know. And so we were lost. We ended up having to just retrace our steps and walk the long way back. So we ended up walking a few miles. I don't know how many miles. But I'm tired. My neck hurts. Which is weird. My back doesn't hurt that much. My legs are fine. But my neck hurts. It's very interesting. That is depressing. Why? I want to just play one. Oh, maybe it's because of that. Okay. We're going to try this again. We're going to try one more time. I just want to play in a match. That's all I want. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on. Fingers crossed. You can do it. Yes. DS. I love how sometimes you'll play... It happens on the Switch too. You'll be playing Splatoon, and then someone's name will just be Mom. Ika-chan is level 50. Oh no. So many Japanese players. It was all. That's a thing about Splatoon. So many Japanese players. I don't see players from a lot of other like other languages. Like I don't see other like characters. You know what I mean? I don't know how many territories they released in, but I'll see Spanish. I'll see Japanese. I assume that's Japanese. I could be dumb and that could be Chinese. That's possible. To me, it looks Japanese. To me. But yeah, I don't see a lot of like other characters. Which is just interesting. So I'm wondering like if they have their own sort of server. Might be a per region thing. So we're gonna see if there's any hackers. So first off, camera movement feels like garbage. Oh, this stage was added into Splatoon 3. It was from this game. No way. It's a bit different, but it's like the same stage. That's cool. Also, the frame rate is not as high, for sure. It's making me feel disoriented. Also feel like there's a bit of latency. That is weird. So, oh gosh. Let's go. Not trying to. I can't talk and like do something this intensive at the same time. That looks like hacker. Yeah, that's a hacker. That's 1000% a hacker. I got him though. Dang it. How's it going? It's going good. I forgot, like, you look at the map. That was always the cool part of Splatoon 1, is you can look at the map on, like, on the gamepad. That's cool. Man, you guys, I assume you guys are, like, have been playing this game for a million years. Because you're still on the freaking Wii U, and you don't even know how to play the game. This is just depressing. Yes, die. This is the most broken ability in the game. Oh, don't like that. Killer whale, no thank you. Man, I miss Splatoon. I haven't been playing. I saw that in my life flash before my eyes. Oh. No, you don't. How'd that go? No, did I lose? Forgot it was just Judd in the... Yeah. No! That's so sad. Do I level up though? I was still MVP. Oh. I want to get to the next. Oh, I want to. One more. I want to get to level 20. Oh wait, I should have got to, what's his name? Krusty Scene? What's his name? Sean? I mean, I guess I could play the game another time. But you know, who knows when it will shut down. I do not like the camera. It is so friggin' slow. I don't know if it's on max. I always set the camera to max, so I figure it is. We'll check as soon as this battle's over. But I am curious, like, what percentage of American players versus Japanese players are still playing on Wii U? Like, is it more of a Japanese thing, or is it more of a an American thing? That's what I'm wondering. This stage was always cool. I can't really hear the music. That was the thing about Splatoon 1, is the music was so quiet. Oh. Someone, hello? Gosh. Seriously. Damn it. That was delayed. Wow. Yep, as I suspected. And then... bam. I don't feel sorry at all. Who's hiding it? I forgot, there is gyro. I completely forgot about the gyro. It's so big. It's how are you supposed to use the gyro controls? It's like I'm carrying a steering wheel. Hello? I know you're here. Okay, so what I do, how I play Splatoon, is I like to guard the choke points. Boink. Boink. That was funny. You just kind of go back and forth between the choke points. That's the job I always take. I looked away from the screen for 1 second and there was a curling iron just came and hit me straight in the face. Gosh, guys, what are you doing? I pressed X to bring up the map and it didn't happen and I was like, what? Because, Splatoon 2. Guys. Okay, so when these come, you do this. Ooh, the camera, my gosh. It's just so bad. Was X always jump? I think so. I feel like B should be jump. That's just me. Guys, we have a situation. We have a situation. That was not a curling iron. What was that? A seeker? Yeah, that was not a curling iron. That thing homed in on me. Guys, we have a situation. Ooh, baloney. Okay, that has to be the most baloney bomb I've ever seen. The freaking multi-bomb is broken, but at least it has to charge. Come on, I wanted to win. Why? I can't do it. The freaking camera is so slow. I like to be able to turn around instantly, no delay, one frame, I'm turned 180 degrees around. Oh my gosh, I went from MVP to least VP. Oh, that stings. No. Okay. I'm just wondering, imagine if Splatoon 1 was just released in the state that Splatoon 3 launched, all the features that Splatoon 3 had. I don't think they'd ever need to update. I mean, they, update the game with new content, but I don't think they'd need to make a new game. I think they could just keep continuing to support that one game up and past the Switch and then to the next system. But they keep making new games. It's very interesting. I understand why it's they do the campaign and then they can sell you the game again for $60. How do you change the frickin' camera? Options. You have to frickin' use the gamepad. Oh. Yeah, it's not. Okay. I forget what's today. Let's have it on this. That's better. What is with that? Ooh. That is that's latency, bro. That's not even funny. That's just bad. Yeesh. Okay. Oh yeah, I just realized there's no new Miiverse. There's no Miiverse posts. Because Miiverse is gone and so it just says their names. And like right now, this town, this square is full of people. But that's just because, you know, we still have access to internet. But what happens when that's gone? It's just gonna be an empty square. That's just so sad. I always love just kind of looking at the environment in this game. Just kind of looking at the train, the buildings, and it's like the quality is bad. Like the Wii U is really a lot of elements were just really low fidelity. But there's still just the details, as in the set pieces themselves, were just really nice. Just kind of looking around at the environment. Oh yeah, and there was Squid Girl. I don't think they have a Squid Girl accessory in Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3, which is really sad because I really like that anime. One of the few animes I've ever seen. And I forget, I might have watched it because I heard about it in this game. But it was weird because I think it was canceled. I don't think it ever got a new, I think it had 2 seasons, but then it never got a 3rd season. And it was sad. Yeah. How depressing is that? Okay. That was fun. I had fun in that. Let's see what else we can do. Let's peruse. Like, imagine if the Wii U was, you know, imagine if the Wii was just the Switch, you know, for a second. Let's just say that they went from the Wii and they went to the Switch, even if it was like kind of a step down performance-wise. Just imagine if they basically made the Switch and they launched with games like Zelda, and then they had like Super Mario Wonder. How different would the perception of Nintendo have been in respect to the gaming ecosphere back then? It's just very interesting to think about. Got Pikmin 1 and 2. There's not a lot of features you can really take advantage of because a lot of them are already shut down, like Miiverse is gone. I think I used to have the YouTube app, and that doesn't work anymore, and it's not even here. So I don't know where it went. But I used to have the YouTube app on here. There was this thing. I never used this. Who even would use this? It's like a phone. It's like a video calling. But only for Wii U. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sad. Depressing. The Wii U wasn't... Like, a lot of the games you can still play. There aren't a lot of, like, big, giant multiplayer games, but a lot of the games, like, or just kind of like the Wii U itself, it kind of ran around the internet services as a sort of building, like, almost a Nintendo community, and all of that is kind of gone now. Yeah, that's the funny thing. So I have Pikmin 3, like I said, and I played through some of it. I never beat this version, the original version of Pikmin 3. But let's boot up a Zelda, just to... I want to kind of sail on the ocean. The fact that they haven't ported this game is a crime.